court 2. Right, looks like our officials are ready, so we'll start doing some announcements. In the second umpire's chair on court number 2, Mike Avery. And taking the first umpire's chair, Ronnie Sturton. All right, and our competitors today in this under-20 bronze medal match, both teams from Finland. Our first team in the number 1 jersey, Milja Henriksson. And her partner, Pepina Mainpaa. And their opponents also from Finland. In the number 1 jersey, Sara Turminen. And in the number 2 jersey, Hester Hirvonen. Right, so that's court number 2 action. And they'll be underway any minute. On centre court.
Afternoon and welcome to sunny South Beach here in Bridlington as we start medal matches. We'll have 2 bronze medals at the same time. We will have our attention here on centre court for the under-18s, the under-20s over on court 2. There is a separate stream of that, but we'll also keep you updated here from courtside. Michael Hanson-Morris, delighted to be joined to my left by Natasha Frost. Natasha, before we talk about the game, just talk about how fun this week's been in Bridlington.
Oh, it's been such a good week. We've had all kinds of weather, which has been really interesting to kind of fight through when we're playing. And, you know, the structure for the U20s is quite interesting. Alice and I got to play a Queen of the Court style tournament at the end, which we won.
I was just about to mention that. How's being a queen for the afternoon?
It was great. We got a crown. That being because like the number of teams entered for U20s meant the knockout stages were pretty quick. But yeah, it was great. It's good fun. It's been well organised.
Good. I know you're more indoor, but
Yeah.
spreading your wings a little bit this week. And delighted to have you with me as we get ready for the under-18 women's bronze medal game. We'll have the team in blue from Finland, Iris Havaluna, and in her partner wearing number 2, Nelly Walden, and the UK duo of Robin Clifford wearing number 1, and back to serve number 2, Tilly Hutton. The British pair not having a good first day, but bouncing back with 2 big victories yesterday. We'll talk about as the stream goes, but we're underway in the bronze medal game as the cross-court shot goes just wide. And Natasha, as we start, just talk about the mood in England camp. Obviously, a couple of struggles in the under-20s, but I know Robin and Tilly were a big favourites amongst the group as well, and seeing those come through yesterday was put a lot of smiles on faces.
Yeah, obviously Molly and Lauren had a game against Tilly and Robin here. And that was, you know, England versus England. Of course, we want to support both sides, but really Tilly and Robin played better eventually. And then they suffered like a tough loss in the semis.
Yeah, we'll talk about that same fun this morning as Robin gets caught up on the serve. The wind, as Natasha's sunglasses go flying because the wind gusts up, and that's something we'll definitely talk about the effects of as the goes. But the wind is going left to right from your baseline camera. You can see at the moment, you can see the flags in the background. So the wind going out to the coast. And it has been an interesting wind today. It's kind of shifted around a little bit. Yesterday it was more north-south. There's an overpass by Robin. She'll get it over and keep the Finnish team of Iris and Linda and that ball into Jentenen. Natasha, just talk about the skill needed by these players. All 4 of these are 15 years old in this bronze medal game, but dealing with the wind, changing direction, changing speeds, because the volleyball moves so much.
Yeah, so the wind currently is blowing kind of, it's a crosswind, but when Tilly and Robin are standing right now, it's blowing towards them. So they're, right now for swinging, they're on the better side because balls they hit will float, like topspin on that will mean they'll go in, maybe even when they're looking to go out. But the set then needs to be pushed towards the net a lot more. So for the Finnish pair, what I think you saw in the last point is that they kind of overpassed it a bit. The wind took it.
Yeah, and there's one by Robin Tiggin. It's interesting that Robin was trying to challenge the side, going straight down that side, hoping the wind didn't push it out, and that's what got the first ace, as we're tied 3 points apiece. You may just about hear the King and the Queen anthem in the background at home as the men are about to start their third round of King of the Court, and then it will just be the focus on the medal games as we have the side change. 4-3 Finland lead. We'll have a look at how both these teams got here. So the Finnish team, neither of these teams won their group, which is quite impressive because we've seen a lot of the group winners advance into the medal games, but both these teams coming through the round of 12 yesterday and the quarterfinals. As Finland with the near ace to start this rally, as Tilly with the backcourt, tight to the net, goes with a little cut shot, that ball just missing the sideline. And so Iris and Nelly going 1-1 in their group, losing out to one of our gold medal match participants from their own country, Nevza and Anna, 21-12, 21-16, and then came through 2 free-setters yesterday in the quarterfinals. Dropped the first set 22-20, 10, and then won the second two 10-21 and 7-15-7 in the round of 12, and then they won 15-9 in the quarterfinals over the 4 seeds from Denmark. And just talk about the mental toughness, Natasha, of coming through, going to 2 tie breaks in back-to-back days to try and make it into knockout rounds, and how much that would have taken out of the Finland girls going into today.
Yeah, honestly, mentally and physically exhausting, especially with the wind. You're fighting against it constantly. And then also maintaining the confidence and the self-belief in yourself when you're playing teams which, everyone kind of watches everyone else here, and you may see better days, you may see worse days, so it's all about just the focus on the actual game, pushing through, I guess.
As Robin comes up with the block on Nelly, and we will move on. England 7-5 down early on as the sun beating down on us in the broadcast position courtside here for this under-18 women's semi-final. A strong swing down the line from Iris. Little touch on the block by Robin. As they're close to the technical timeout in the under-20s game as well. An all-Finland battle. We'll keep an eye on that one as Tilly goes over on 2. A little roll shot, Tilly out to pick it up. Robin puts it high in the air, doesn't quite get it over the net. And that cut shot well used. Natasha just trying to create the angles, and you see that a lot more on the beach. So it's kind of cross-court shots close to the net and really trying to get defenses scrambling.
The margin is so fine, you've got a ball's width to get that in, but it's a great attempt, I think.
So side change, changing sides every 7 points on the beach. So Robin trying to go swing, and the ball coming from left to right into the wind, and she finds the net on that one. And again, you can just tell the conditions of that ball coming across your shoulder as a right-handed hitter, kind of more natural for an opposite to do that on the indoor side, but some of those skills you need on the beach. As Tilly down to a knee on the serve reception, able to get it over, and going to be challenged, and Robin lines up the block.
That was brilliant. She really pressed, like a solid line block, I think. Tilly lining up cross, and they stuffed her. Great.
So Tilly Hutton on the service line. These 2 friends from the south coast. As Tilly gets a hand to it, but ball goes into net. Robin diving away, couldn't quite keep it up. And it's another big skill. You definitely learn more on the beach than the indoor. We see setters use it a lot, but being able to play the ball off the net is so important on the beach.
100%. You train it a lot in practices, which is something I find in indoor is not the norm, but it's needed, yeah.
As Robin goes with the right hand, and one of those you wonder she just had the confidence and a bit belief that she could just use the left hand to poke it over rather than trying to go with that kind of inside out kind of almost scoop. But again, as all these groups, Tilly jumps out the way of the serve, bit of dodgeball skills, and the English girls trail 12-7. early on in set number 1. Race to 21 on the beach. For those of you joining us, there's a lovely little cut shot by Irish right in front of us, Natasha. You can see the angle and the wrap around of the hand last minute to get the ball travelling sharply through.
That was quite textbook, yeah.
Now with the opportunity to serve at 13-7.
So Tilly going down the line on the cross, so way off the net, leaning back into it and forces a technical timeout, 13-8. And Natasha, what have you seen early on from the Finnish girls that have kind of helped them jump out to this lead?
Their service pressure, I think, have gotten our English girls, you know, a little bit of, it's done exactly that, put them under pressure. I'd also say their ball control is very, very consistent, and they are playing those shots like the one you just saw, the cut, and successfully doing them, which, you know, it's good to attempt, but we've got to get some positive points off of that soon, I think.
Yeah, and Tilly and Robin didn't have a good morning on serve reception, so we know that would have been fed back to the Finnish pair in that semi-final against Stina and Uda from Norway. But I know, chatting to them before the game as well, somebody said that just done what they can to park that morning game and just forget about it. It's 0-0 on the scoreboard, and they both know they've got an opportunity for a medal.
100% goldfish mentality, which is easier said than done, but...
So we're out of the technical timeout, and it will be Tilly wearing number 2 top for England. Did play in Nevza last year in the under-18s, her second year playing, and finished 4th in that one. So trying to go one better than last year, having to just rejig on the serve. And great play by Nelly, and she'll again go for that little cut shot. Fine to stand, and you really want that English duo to start picking up as we get to look at that again. Just a sharp angle, beating Tilly on the cross. And how easy is it to pick up on some of those trends from a playing point of view? Obviously so much going on the beach with just 2 of you. How quickly is it to be able to adjust to the cut as Tilly finds the sideline? And it will be Robin back to serve. He'll be, again, trying to push that line, and Nelly decides if he wants to leave it with that ball just clipping the baseline. Have a look at it coming towards the camera. You could see her pull her arms out the way at the last minute. And with the wind just swirling again, just helping take a little bit more spin on the float serve this time. A little bit short, so Nelly plays it confidently, lines up. Robin with the one hand, but able to squeeze through and the block, and good piece of hitting by Nelly. There's Robin, was well lined up on that one. As cross-court serve, Tilly, as Nelly decided to come off the net on the opposite side. Line shot over the top of the block, and a lovely little roll into the deep corner from the Finnish pair. They're 16-10 up in set 1. We're bringing you one of the men's bronze medal games as that one just misses the line. And then here on centre court we'll have all 4 gold medal games back to back here in sunny Bridlington. As Sash said at the top of the broadcast, rain yesterday, not a hope of that at the moment as Tilly goes into the net, and we'll have that side change through 28 points. The Finnish pair had a really tight semi-final this morning as they fell just a little bit short.
So side change on court number 2, 5 points behind Soren Esther, needs to get a few points in a row.
And they'll try and close out the set victories. Double set by Iris, 2-touch called, and you could tell she was just in that hesitation mode. It looked like she was thinking about putting over on 2 and decided to set a partner instead, and that caused the double.
Yeah.
And an ace serve for Soren Esther.
And it will be Robin just clearing the tape but pushing the ball wide again with the win, but just came off the handle a little bit far, and The first set in the bronze medal game on court number 2 goes 21-16 to the Finnish team in blue. As Robin tries to play it off the net, Tilly can't quite get there. You could see Tilly wanting Robin to put a little bit more lift on it. And that will be 19-12.
Okay.
And I must apologise. I've made a mess of this because I put my notes in the wrong way round, and I've got the wrong Finnish team on in the wrong game. So this is Nevza Kiralainen and Anna Larkerson, not Irish and Nelly. So apologies to anyone, especially those of you watching in Finland. That is my mistake, just putting the notes together this morning after the semi-finals. I forgot to move the order of the games around. So it is Nevza Kiralainen wearing number 1 for Finland, the 15-year-old who does turn 16 next month, and wearing the number 2 jersey, Anna Larkerson, who is 17 years old. And they did play each other earlier in the competition. As they didn't play each other. They've played a similar opponent, which we'll talk about at the end of the set as those notes come through. But Nevza and Anna, the number 2 seeds coming into this competition, having lost that all-Finnish clash this morning. So again, my apologies at home and to the players as well. As Nevza lines up the roll shot over the top of the block. Tilly forces the ball over one. She's going to try and go deep, force the Finnish pair to scramble, but they cover the Sam well, and that ball off the hands of Robin. And that'll be 7 set points for the Finns. As the serve tight to net, little touchdown on the block, good awareness by Anna to keep out of the net on the the overpass. And Finland take set 1, 21-13, the pairing of Kiralainen and Larksonen. And they move 1 set away from the bronze medal. And we'll take a quick break here in Bridlington and rejoin shortly for set number 2. Kiralainen and Anna Larksonen. 1 set 1, 21-13 over Robin Clifford and Tilly Hutton, as Robin with the overpass and stuffed away convincingly at the net by the Finnish blocker Anna
Yeah, I will say that was a big serve for the last point. They really put it on there successfully.
So as you can see, the wind a little bit gusty here on the beach as the serve into the net. And in the under-20 game on our left, it is 6-5 in the all-finish battle for the bronze medal, as Robin up to the net while serving, couldn't quite squeeze the angle on that one. Shot again. The Finnish team, Natasha, done a really good job of getting the ball into the middle of the court, and that makes it so much harder from a blocking point of view because it's so much more ground to cover, especially for the back row defender.
Yeah.
As Tilly with a ridiculous pickup, but it's going to get called for the lift. A little bit unfortunate, and she gives the referee a bit of a stare down after that, but tremendous hustle by Tilly.
Yeah.
Ball going over her shoulder. She wanted that as a winner and a highlight play. And she'll make amends for it. She goes down the middle over the block.
I will say a difference between this Finnish team and our English girls right now, as the pass does seem to be a lot more off the net, and that then means the set has to be pushed. And right now Tilly is swinging from kind of in the middle of the court off the net, whereas you'll see here, Finnish are setting onto it. So it makes it a lot easier for the swing, I think.
And it opens up those angles for those cuts to be even shallower to the net and all those things. So really good point there about the initial pass, and we know it's the area Tilly and Robin have been working on, especially in between games. As Tilly again, just a metre or so off the net, just mistimes the jump slightly, pulls down on it, and she throws the ball away in disgust. It's 5-2, the lead here for Finland. As the Kings of the Court competitions have finished, so a lot of people heading on to centre and court number 2 for these bronze medal games. As Robin down the middle, Misa with good defence. Again, the Finnish pair scrambling. Tilly early call. She'll get it back, tight set. And a net touch, I believe, by Anna. Indeed it was. And again, you can just see dealing with the scramble. And again, the Finnish pair so athletic in the back row. Similar heights as well for the Finnish pair. So feel like can use both rows.
That's a great...
The serve is awkward to lead, but the placement of that's so beautiful. You can see they're just trying to pull away from it late. Again was Anna, but finding that baseline corner. And Robin again pushing the line. Yeah. Second ace in a row, Robin Clifford.
Yeah, Robin's definitely got a serving target right there. You can see in the first set she was aiming for this corner as well, but now it seems to be coming off, which is great.
And we saw that line serve a lot in set 1 as well. That time Robin a little bit too long, but same rule indoor and outdoor. The one time you can kind of get away with service errors if you get a couple of aces before it. As it will be Anna on the service line. Robin trying to set, but accidentally puts it over, but England able to recover. Tilly lines up, tries to go line, but great line up by Anna Laxson, and she'll get the block. And it's 7-5, Finland lead in set number 2. So again, Robin being tested on serve receive. Puts it over on one, little roll shot. Tilly can't quite get there. But it's the first time we've really seen the short roll used by Finland, and they've really just having to mix up their shots a little bit more in set number 2 compared to set number 1. As over on court number 2, in the technical timeout, it's the team of Mila Henriksson and Sarah Tormanen, who are 11-10 up, having lost the first set to their compatriots, Pepelina Mempa and Esther Hirvonen. So that potentially will go to 3 sets. We will give that game a mention in a minute as well, because something rather remarkable happened yesterday that we were all talking about last night over dinner. But we'll wait for the technical timeout for that one, as Robin and Tilly trailing 9-5 here on centre court. Tilly, perfect pass this time right at the net, but again, Robin just struggling a little bit with the wind, and those errors just creeping in. She just hasn't got the angle of that set quite right. As Tilly scrambling to her left. Robin giving her teammates some encouragement. Again, it's a beautiful serve placement. Natasha, that ball was going to run right on the line, and Tilly tried to leave it, but all you can do late when you go it. And again, serving into the wind a little bit. You can be a little bit more aggressive with your pace on serve as Tilly swings into the net. And it's 12-5. And England are going to call timeout and talk it over. And really good piece of coaching. They could tell the athletes just a little bit deflated, maybe losing a little bit of confidence, and just a chance to try and reset and regroup, because we've seen 12-5 reads turn around before.
This will be a good chance for them to, talk to their coach, Ivana, have some more to take a breath. The sun is getting hot. That could be part of it. They just need to reset, I think.
Yeah, and we said we'd talk about what happened yesterday in the under-20 game. Obviously, we're not broadcasting that game, but we saw one of the more remarkable things in the All-Finland affair, and it was Bebelina Mempa and Esther Hervinen. They were 14-9 down to Mila and Sarah in that pool play game for the chance to top the group. And they won 6, not 4, not 5, not 6, but 7 straight points from 14-9 down to steal the victory 16-14. And I know everyone was talking about that last night, Natasha, just the resiliency of that play. And again, you'd probably rather do it against your teammates than someone else, but I think it's testament to the grit we've seen all week long in the under-18 tournament as Tilly pushed the ball on the service error, just to play through swings and roundabouts, play through the wind and rain and come through from that. So really impressive job by the Finnish girls. And they get a chance to repeat those antics on court number 2. As Robin and Tilly again, unfortunately, it's just unravelling a little bit for them, as we saw in the semi-final.
The wind's just picked up, I will notice as well. That ball was pushed a little bit to, out of her range, I think.
So 2 points away from the technical timeout. And that ball finding the tape right in front of us. We had a great view of that one. That one we're not going to miss. Can see that landing right on the line, and Tilly just kicking the sand over the mark. As Anna Laxonen with the serve. Again, Robin forcing Tilly back a little bit, but Tilly able to do something with it. And Tilly scrambling to her right. Can't dig that one out the sand, and we'll take the technical timeout 16-5. And again, you talked about it all in that set break, Natasha, the serving pressure by the Finns, especially serving into the wind. They've been a lot more aggressive in their second set and really asked Tilly and Robin some questions.
No, they definitely are. It seems like they've got a serving target, but also the sidelines are always going to be weak spots. And right now, I think Tilly is not quite getting those cross-court serves up.
Indeed.
But they're hard. They're hard to get up,
Yeah, and again, you need to talk about it. This is an under-18 competition, and both the pair of them playing as 15-year-olds. Tilly turns 16 later this month. Robin's got a little bit longer to wait as well. So this pairing could be back for the next couple of Nevzas. And Tilly also part of the England under-17 indoor setup where she captained the team in the indoors, and Robin, a junior club champion with Richmond as well. And we'll see if they can find a side out of the change of ends. And Tilly goes aggressive on 2, and there's a change of pace. And a big smile on Tilly's face, and they're the shots she's been capable of all tournament long. Being able to read and go and turn, and again, she's taking advantage of the wind a lot flatter, harder serve that time. Rolls over the block and a call of out. And Robin able to not try and play the ball, and 2 in a row for the English team, and they'll be a lot happier. And starting to show what they've been capable of, especially yesterday, a huge day for the pair of them, as we said.
Another aggressive serve.
And the cross-court swing misses the line by Anna.
Forcing them to make some mistakes now. This is good.
And again, the service pressure we talked about. And of course, Natasha talked about it at the top of the broadcast. A little bit of an upset yesterday, you'd say, on this side of the draw with Tilly and Robin as they knocked off Lauren and Molly. Obviously, Molly, the current under-18 Nevza champion, for about 3 more hours.
Yeah, they're both teams were like equally as skilled, and you know, there's just the reputation behind Molly Quinn. I think that she did win last year, but Tilly and Robin played better in that game, I will say.
Yeah, they did. And it ended up being a convincing victory as well. 21-12, they took the second set as another ace by the Finnish team who have served really well in this hand. Much better by Tilly on the pass, so Robin again, tight set. Tilly goes to the pokey, and that ball going deep in the corner. That's a terrific play by Nevza Keralainen. Don't get quite that on replay, but Nevza being able to scramble back, and such athleticism by the 15-year-old.
Yes, she's going for that option ball again, and it pays off. It's a good decision by Tilly. Yeah.
We will have the side change 19-9, both the British girls playing on the south coast for Southampton/Southampton. And as we said, struggled in pool play, went 0-2 in pool play, and then yesterday had a big victory in the round of 12, 18-21, 16-21 over the 5 seeds from Sweden, Huggerland and Berg. And then, as we said, the quarter-final win over Lauren Thorne and Molly Quinn. And they are now going to have a challenge as they face match points. Lovely little roll shot again by Anna Larkerson, who's been so good today in the bronze medal game. Over on the court number 2, it is gone to a tie-break in the all-Finnish battle. Probably something we could have put money on, the way the Finnish teams have played each other as that first match point goes long. But I did chat with Robin and Tilly before this game. They were really happy for how they bounced back yesterday, and wanted to give a little shout out to the head of beach volleyball, Kirk Pittman, and their families who definitely helped them on this journey. They know they've got a lot of work still to do, but feel like their game's starting to move in the right direction as Tilly with the huge serve. That ball wide of the antenna. And Tilly and Robin not going out without a fight. And unfortunately for Tilly, she goes into the net. Little smile on the face, but we need to give congratulations to Nevza Keralainen and Anna Larkerson of Finland. 21-13, 21-11, they take home the bronze medal. And a really, really solid performance by the 2 Finns, Natasha, and well-deserved of their medal.
I think so, yes. They came out as the stronger team, and their service pressure, I think, was excellent. The focus on that to just maintain it throughout the whole game, it's deserved. But good job for our English girls as well, I think.
Yeah, and I think, again, when you talk playing 2-3 years up, never the easiest thing to do, and they had some bright sparks. It wasn't their better day today, but we said on top of the walk it's going to be a bit difficult because this morning really just crumbled for them. But it's great to see them on the beach as well, and a lot of guys. You can see the Finnish girls having a quick photo. I'm sure they'll pop over to court number 2 and cheer on their teammates in the bronze medal game. But here in Bridlington, we'll take a big break as the under-18 and under-20 bronze medals are about 20 minutes away. And I'll thank you, Natasha, for joining us.
Thank you very much for having me.
And we'll end the stream here, and we'll see you in about 15 minutes for the under-18 and under-20 men's bronze medal games.
And that will be the sub change at 6-4.